Hello, welcome to air rifle pesting. Glad you can join me tonight. So I'm back at Farm Y testing out my Pard008S. This is on my PP700SA. This is .22 single shot. So as you can see here, the footage is not too bad. It's slightly dark as I had found out earlier, and also the immersive scope is a 5x, so the image is kind of a bit zoomed in. But as you can see here, it's not too bad out to 60 yards at the back. So what I have to do is I have to put on my 850 infrared scope as an external to see if that's going to help with the footage brightening it up. So as you can see here, it's not too bad at these short distances. So here I'm scanning inside the pan there. So what I found is very difficult to find the rats if I'm just going to use the scope. So here I finally spotted one. I'm leaning against the post and I saw movement, so now I'm just tracking it. And this guy is about 10 yards away, so it was like hiding behind the fence, and then finally it came out. I thought I was going to have a shot, but then it moved away. So I paused, and then a few seconds later it came out. So now I'm really excited because here's my opportunity to do my first rat kill shot with my PP700SA. So I'm waiting for it to slow down, to stop. My gun is 0 to 10 yards, so I had him square in the neck, and it wasn't getting up at all. So this is my first PP700 first kill. So I'm pretty happy with that. It is a low power, it's only 7.5 foot-pound energy, and that's what I got this gun set up for. So here there was a second rat here. Again, he was moving about, and he was probably about 7 to 10 yards away. I hesitated here. I should have taken the shot, but didn't, and hopped away. So this guy's been coming back and forth, and finally he came back out, and he was way too close, probably about 5 yards. I didn't have time to move back, so I quickly squeezed off the shot, hit him in the head. You can see the blood is bleeding out of his ears. So I stepped back to about 10 yards so I can focus my camera and then record this footage. So this is my second rat kill shot, recorded with my PP700. Later on, another rat came. Again, he was moving about, and this is what I found was difficult, was to track the rats and keep it in focus. So obviously I have to do this with my shooting stick and then keep the focus moving at all time, just try to track. So this is a challenging part. Anyway, later on, the same guy I believe came back, and he did the unthinkable. Animal was like, rats, he was doing his nasty on the dead one. I don't think he was successful. He moved away. I was just watching him, and I was shocked to see his behavior. But again, like I said, these are animals. So I'm waiting for it to pop out. Hopefully I can squeeze off a shot. Again, he went for round 2, I believe, and he tried to wake the dead one off. No luck. Squeeze off a shot, and I hit him somewhere in the body. Now, unfortunately, this was a single shot, so I wasn't able to load in another pellet quick before it gets away. Anyway, he's pretty lucky. He probably survived the shot, and that was the end of that. So my thoughts on this Pard007S. Since I have a 008 rangefinder, so I was able to compare the two units. What I found was the 007 is a bit darker in terms of the image, and I think that's because the scope that I had is already a 5x, and then the Pard007 already had I think it's like a 2x or 3x built in. So now all the images are pretty zoomed in, so therefore the lighting is pretty focused right in the middle, and makes that or the images look darker. So I'm going to be testing using an external 850 nanometer infrared, and I know that's probably going to improve the image. We'll see what happens. These are the footage at Farm W, and these are the rats. I only saw 3 rats this night. However, because I got there late, I didn't have time to do my zero tests. So my HW100 is actually shooting slightly low and to the right. So you can see that shot, that was a miss. So now I try to do the same shot here. Again, I shot it low and to the right. That's why it's very important to zero the gun before each hunt. Something I preach about, but yet I did not do it tonight because I was late to set up. I just went for it, and unfortunately my point of impact wasn't on for tonight. In here, I think I just grazed his face. He was just bouncing around. So it wasn't a good hunt at Farm W. So I went to Farm Y to redeem myself on the way home. And I haven't been here for a couple of weeks now. So again, with all the rain, the rats are more active inside. So I spotted this guy about 10 yards away, and I quickly took him out with a headshot. So as you can see from the shot there, my point of impact was hitting low and to the right slightly. So I saw some activities here. There are at least a couple of rats there. The footage was a bit dark because the battery was running low. Anyway, this guy is about 29 yards. I decided to move forward a bit just to get a bit closer. As you can see here, it wasn't a safe shot to take, so I left him alone since the cow was feeding in the back. So I moved slightly to my right to get a better angle. I decided to squeeze one shot off and then compensate for slightly to the left because I know the impact is shooting low and right. And I hit him square in the head. So that was a good shot. And the cows were safe. I found another rat about 14 yards away. As you can see, he was really close to the cow. So they're definitely more active tonight than feeding inside. Anyway, I moved to the right slightly again to get a better backdrop. Fortunately, he has some other plans. And I lost track of him because these feeding is pretty thick. But I know I'm going to get him later. Saw another one at about 28 yards. I had him in my crosshair and squeezed up a shot. And shot him in the neck area. Unfortunately, it's hop away, but I don't think it's going to survive. Here's another one at about 35 yards. So like I said, it's pretty busy tonight. Lots of rats coming in and out. And I tapped this guy right in the head. He wasn't going to hop up anytime soon. That was my last shot of the night. So here's some footages that I shot recently. This is at other farm where I was shooting rats. And I was just testing out my impact with the Element Helix and the Pard008. So here I added the external infrared, the 850. That seems to work the best with my Par. As you can see here, the distance to the fence here probably about 30 yards. So you can see it's fairly clear. So this scope is actually 6x. The image is pretty tight as well. As you can see here, with the external infrared, the image is a lot brighter, more detail. So this is my setup for the Coyote. So hopefully I'm gonna get a chance and tag one soon. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.